So I mentioned in one of my hauls that I had an idea for these cupcake toppers, so I thought I would come on and share that with you. And when I got them, I thought it would be easy to take this flag part off and use the stick for other purposes. So I gave it a try, and they peel right off. And then you're able to get the stick out of there. And then take off any goobers. And there you go. So it's a nice flat-ended craft stick. It is, let's see, about 2 3/4 inches long, which makes it good for other projects. And remember, I didn't really buy it for this. I bought it to do other things with. So that worked. So what I did then when I found out I could take them apart real easy, I decided to paint it black. Of course, this is like for Halloween. Make sure you paint the end. And then we'll let that dry a little bit. Might go ahead and do another one while I got the paint out. I mean, it takes the paint really well. Because we're just putting a thin coat on, it'll dry really quick. And for paint, I'm just using Craft Smart acrylic paint, black. And then just any old paintbrush. This one is a Royal, but even a Dollar Tree paintbrush would do. Okay, and we'll let those dry a little bit. Okay, when our sticks are dry, the next thing we want to do is pick out the ribbon that we want to use. And I've decided to use this Maker's Halloween Decor ribbon, the one with the eek on it. I just got that. And this is a value pack I got at Michael's around Christmas time. It's all glittery. I like that. So I cut them. Let's see. This is about 2 15/16, and this is about 3 1/4 inches long. So I wanted to make the little fishtails on these. So what I did was just push these together so that the ends met, and then just did a little snippet. And there they are. Oh, how do you know? They match. Awesome. And then I'm going to do the same on this one, and this one is going to be much smaller. Probably not enough right there. Let's see how that lines up. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so what I've decided to do was some layering. So I'm going to glue the eek ribbon on top of the glitter ribbon like this. I want to leave a border on the ends. I like that idea. And it will be folded over so that you really only see one eek, but it will be on both sides. So let's go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac to do that. So we're centering this in between the fishtail and the top and bottom of the ribbon. Just like that. And then what we're going to do with our stick, this is going to get glued around it like this, gluing it to our stick. like that. I think that's super cute. Let's go ahead and add our glue. We're going to add it all the way around it and then sandwich our stick in between it. These are really easy to make and fun. I'm going to show you a couple variations as well. And make sure you get it to where you want it on the stick. So as you're pushing these together, just make sure you also do that, especially around where the stick area is. And then we have our own little flag. Now, if you want, you could take a pom-pom. I found these Doris pom-poms at a Goodwill store. You could take these and add it to the top. On this particular one, I don't think I'm going to. I kind of like the bear look because after all, it is Halloween, right? So here we are, our first little flag that we created. Looks the same on both sides. Really nice. I like that. Now these are great to use as layering pieces for rosettes, memory decks cards, you know, any type of layering that you're doing. These are great to just stick right in there. For my next idea, I was thinking about making a broom for a witch, and I have these mini tassels that I hauled from Hobby Lobby. I think this was last year for 60 cents from Yarnology. They were like gold, copper, and then this multicolor one. And what I did was I pulled off the cap. These come off fairly easy. And I then took my stick and pushed it up through the center of the tassel. You could also try to make a hole at the top once you get this pulled off. And then it came through like this. It is a little messy, I'll guarantee it. And then I just cut off the extra fibers that were hanging out. You could also make a tassel in the beginning, have your stick in it while you're tying it up, and that would be easy too. But I already had these, and so why not try to figure out a way to put them together? So I just stuck this through, used a little Fabri-Tac to seal it in there. And then I thought I'd add some twine or something around the top of it. I have some green. I think the green would be pretty. Let's try that. So I tried wrapping the twine around it and it just seemed to get a bit bulky. So I don't know that I like that look. So what I thought was to try using some of that faux leather that I just bought, the black. So I cut out a little strip of that. I think I'm gonna use that instead. So I'm just gonna use Fabri-Tac to put around it and then wrap the leather around it. And you could of course use hot glue, but quite frankly, I'm not a big fan of using the hot glue. So let's give this a try. Yeah, I think I like that much better because then the black just kind of runs on up into the stem of the broom, if you will. Oh my gosh, got glue on the end. Now that our broom is all done, I thought we would do a little rosette and put this on there. And how I'm going to make that is I'm going to be using this metallic silver streamer. And I also use this Cake Mate baking cups. They are also metallic, and I got these from Giant Eagle, which is a grocery store in case you're not local. And what I did, now I've seen a video recently where they took the inside of this circle and just kind of mushed it up. to create the rosette, but what I did, I actually kind of bent it over and then cut along this circle part here. So after we have the center cut out, what I did was take a 1.5 inch circle, put some glue around it, and of course you can use hot glue. Again, I'm just, you know, I burn myself, people. I can't be using dangerous tools. I cut myself before I even got started today. That's why I had a Band-Aid on in the first video. If you noticed, I had a Band-Aid right here because I cut myself on my Tim Holtz scissors. Okay, so then we just scrunch this on here, work it in there a little bit. And these fold up really nice because they already have the pleats in them, or folds, whatever you want to call them. It doesn't really matter what this looks like here, it's going to get covered. So that's how that works. And then I took my rosette that I created out of my silver metallic. I found a circle die that matched pretty good, and then I punched that out on my Vagabond or die cutting machine, and it actually added these stitches. So then I took what I cut out and of course glued that on to my base there. So this is what it looks like afterward. I love the fact that you can see the stitching here. I'm loving that. So I just glued those two together. Again, I'm just using Fabri-Tac to do that. I hope that all made sense. Love the idea of doing dies. This way you can do shaped dies as well, like a heart or star. I plan on doing some of those in the future, but I wanted to show you how I did that base part of this. So as you know, I'm on the design team for Calico Collage, and for the holiday Halloween, she gave us some paper dolls to play with, and so I created this one. You know, this is where you get the clothes, you get the body, and then you build the arms, the legs, like you would attach these. Now you can glue them, which I did for this particular purpose, but for movable paper dolls, you would just stick a brad in there, and then, you know, they could move all around. You would glue this on there. This isn't the right leg, but I'm just giving you an example, and then attach that at the back again with the brad, and then it moves around. And then I pieced this one together. I think she's super cute. And so I thought we would just build a little rosette here, just for fun. So here's some other, you know, thick chipboard stickers. If y'all remember, we picked these up at Target last year. So I finally get to use them. Now they do come with sticky on the back side, but you know, I don't think it's that sticky. So we'll add some Fabri-Tac here. I guess I could probably use my art glitter glue as well. This was just handy. And then we just start to build our layers. Nice little pumpkin. I'll have to figure out a way to cover that sticky spot. And then I wanted the little kitty cat in front of it. So I'm going to actually put something behind the cat because it won't be the same height. So that will help bring it up to the height that it needs to be at. Here we go. Our glitter glue. Oh yeah. Got glue on my kitty. There we go. And then we can add our little girl. I'm going to put her under there, I think. Yeah. And let me add something else here. So I took the chipboard sticker that was a cobweb, cut it a little bit so I don't have the whole thing on there. So I could just do a little bit behind her. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah. And then we'll just tuck her in there. Let's add some glue. Ooh, girl down. Do I want her in front? I kind of like the idea of her skirt being under there, or her dress. Yeah. And then I thought we would take our broom and add it. Oh, that's cute. Oh, should we do that? That makes it very symmetrical, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that. For this part, I am going to use Fabri-Tac. Okay, we're going to go right across her hand there. So there is our rosette. How adorable is this? Love it. Oh, I wanted to add a sentiment. So at Target, I also picked these up last year because these are awesome. And I like the one that said, "Come in for a spell." I thought that was cool. So how do we get in these things? Yeah, we gotta cut them. Okay. Now, do we want the green one or the purple? Kind of liking the purple, I think. Should we try the green one, see if we like that better? I was thinking about the colors here in the broom, and that kind of catches the green. Let's try that purple one more time. I'm telling you what, you guys, these stickers stink. Chewy. I think I'm going to go with that one. So there we have it. I love it. This is actually the first rosette, layered rosette that I have ever made. And I'm loving it. Really cute. So excited. Okay, so what I thought I would do next is maybe make a couple more of these, and I will not talk through them. I'll just do them and share the video with you. Yeah, and then I'll come back on when I'm done with that. Okay, so I thought I'd come back on, do a little recap of everything that we've created together. Well, the first one was the little eek flag. You know, I really have a lot of fun creating these, and I just love the way that the glitter behind the fabric, or even a flower, kind of just, I don't know, it really just gave something to the project. So I may be investing in more glitter ribbon. And so here's the next one we created, was this kind of nightmare before Christmas. Love this. I loved adding the flower. I don't know, it's just so cute. And then we did the North Pole. Now after I got it done, I think I had the red dot on top. I can't remember now because it's been a couple days that I've come back to this project, and I didn't like it, so I took it off, and I thought it was too dark with it being fully black, so I added some white to the top and in the middle and the bottom to make it look like it was snow, you know, drifting up against there. And then I think I like that much better because this is so dark over here. If I had a different glitter, I probably should have used that ribbon, but I still like the darkness of it. So there are our 3 flags that we created. Very fun to create. We'll probably be doing more of those, as I mentioned. And then here is our rosette that we created. This is a layered rosette. It has multi-layers on it. And I recently received my stickers that I ordered from AliExpress. They are different moon spheres or phases. Probably phases is a better way to say it. So I thought it might be cool to add one of those, you know, to this project. So these are some of the examples, since she has, you know, some of the moon phases there in her outfit. So I just glued that to the back there. I put some additional stability underneath the sticker on this side. Since the cat was layered up, I needed to mirror that. And then I took a permanent marker and traced around the eyes and the mouth of the pumpkin, because before it was just glitter. They were impressed, but you couldn't see them, so I think that just gives it a little something. So I really like this. I think the adding the moon actually balanced the whole thing out, so I'm very happy with that. There's our tassel broom. So that was fun, and since this was so much fun, I went on to create 2 more. Here's the next one that I created. I added the broom that came with the kit from Calico Collage. I added sequins here of the bat and the ghost. And then I added those really thick stickers from Target, the bat and the RIP tombstone. And then this paper back here, you can't really see it, but it's the Tim Holtz Halloween paper from this year, the burgundy one. And I used a burgundy rosette. And then I actually cut this particular piece out on my Cricut, and it has, it's a glitter paper, but it had the zigzags on it, and then that way, so it's gray and white. You can't really see it, but it does just add a little something to around the edges. Kind of wanted to bring out the white in the dress. So I added, oh, I forgot to mention, I added Winka Stella to the dress, all the white pieces, and then her lips and eyes and the hat. And then I did the same here, put it here on the top, and here her lips and eyes, and on the hat. So I really like how that one turned out as well. And then the last one that I created, I made a shaker out of it. I love how this turned out. I made a cauldron on my Cricut and made that into a shaker. I have the word boo in there, and a couple bats, some ghost. Sometimes they get stuck and then sometimes they get loose, but it shakes pretty good. I love that. So the way I did it was as if I added this bat ribbon that I got from Joann's last year, Simplicity, and it's just, you know, all bats, really kind of cool. I've used that a couple times now, I'm really liking it. But I added that to the bottom, and then I added this sparkle mesh with the purple spider webs on it. This is from Dollar Tree. You can actually get this year as well. And I added that to the back of the bottom of it. And it almost looks as if that's the fire underneath the cauldron. So I really loved how that came out. Added the little cat here. I actually took a permanent marker and went over it, made it darker so that it would go better with the cauldron, because I used a black mirror type of cardstock. I added one of the Jolie's Boutiques bottles right here. Added a cobweb, which I got from Tuesday Morning. It was in this 3-pack last year. And then this Witchy Brew came with the kit along with the witches. And for the witch's hat, I actually took that same mesh tulle and added it to the hat, and I love it. I think that was the perfect touch to just blending all the colors in. Now the rosette, well, before I do that, then I added a little bottle and a book. This is from the kit as well. And it makes it look like she's looking up a spell and pouring, you know, liquid into it. So fun. The back of it is not a full rosette. It is actually more like a fan. It goes from here all the way to here. It's just like half a rosette. And I just took a piece of cardstock that I had left over. I was just playing around, really. I put it in my scoreboard. At every 4th inch, I made a line all the way down. And then I took a punch that I had. I punched the whole paper on one side, and then I started making the pleats all the way around. And then when I did, it's kind of hard to see now, but I used a little circle to kind of glue it all together there at the end. But at least you'll be able to see a little bit of how I brought it together, just like a rosette, but just made it more like a fan. If you need me to show you how I did that, I'd be glad to do that, or to show you anything that we've done here today in better detail. So I am extremely happy with how all of these turned out. It was so much fun to do. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I have really enjoyed creating all of these great little goodies, and I'll be coming back to do some more. So I'll see you next time.